Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. My name's Ryan. I buy stuff from yard sales, garage sales, flea markets, and thrift stores and such things. Flip them, try to make a profit online. I specialize typically in toys and books, and got some of that to talk about today. So I had a couple of sales, toys, books, and bought some stuff to resell. Real good couple of toy finds, I think, today. So, yesterday at thrift store at least. So we will jump on that and get moving because I'm getting out of here today early. Sales just pinged. Maximum Ride manga issues 2 through 5, $12. Bought these probably 50 cents a piece. And so I'll make a couple bucks here. I would have been able to do the whole lot for 15 or 16 bucks if I had it. If I had issue 1, I think there's a 6 too. But no, the number 1 didn't show up, so I had to make do with what I had. So that was a nice flip out there. So we will see how that shakes out when I get that out the door. Next is a real good find. These are John Deere die-cast tractors. There's about eight things in here that I sold. These were in a display case at a guy's house. These were not played with at all. So, and here's a red tractor. That's a International or something like that. So, that one, some really tiny, I think these are Caterpillar miniatures. These were all about $2 a piece. Sold this lot for $35. There's one with a front end loader on it. So these were all in prime condition. And normally, I think they were $2 a piece. Normally, I wouldn't spend that on die-cast stuff. But seeing the condition of them and I think I still made a little bit of a deal on that lot anyway. I think I was like able to round it down because I bought a handful of other stuff. But they still wound up being about $2 a piece. So I'm going to make a little bit of money on those, and it was a nice sale. I got one more lot up there that may wind up going with me to the flea market because I made my profit on them. So, and those haven't moved real well. So I'll keep drawing the price down next time I go to the flea market, bring them out, and try to get about $2 a piece. Flea market wise, tractors tend to sell decently, and you can get a little bit more for them. I could get $2 or $3 a piece for these at a flea market instead of like your 50 cents for your regular Hot Wheels. So a collector typically somebody who collects will come by. There's a couple of guys out there who collect tractors. A couple of guys out there, they get everything John Deere they can get their hands on. So that was that. So that's my sales. My big paperback sale was probably going to fall through. I did manage to sell about 20 books, but I had 240 books, and the guy is just wanting to pay way too little for them, particularly for the amount of work it would take to ship them. And so, if the guy was paying me, I think the cash price, and he was coming here and could get them, I might take it. But not for the trouble of boxing and shipping 3 or 4 heavy boxes of paperbacks. Just I don't know that it's worthwhile. So that was that thing. So we'll see how it goes by the end of the year. And I think early next year I'll be bringing a big chunk of stuff out to the thrift store and going from there. Next up. Purchases. 2 good ones. First off, actually 3 good ones. First off is the horror graphic novel, Wraith. This was $5, and this is a little over what I usually buy any books for. But I looked up comps, and this is going for like cover price or more. This is $30, $30 cover price, and it may be going higher than that. So I'll be flipping that, and that may not take all that long either. Next up, this was a fun find. $3. And if you've watched me recently, I've had a handful of these finds of models. This is a Revell Starsky and Hutch Ford Torino model. With the box, these things were going $40 to $50. I think I could get, this is an unbuilt model. Looks like it's got most of, if not all the parts to it. I could probably still get about $30 for this, I think. So that's probably what I'm going to start that at. And as you see, it's got all the parts. It's got the decal sheet. So I think this is going to be a pretty decent find out there. So finally, the big find. This one's pretty good. So Pirates of Dark Water. It was a early 90s, I believe. Yeah, this is 91. Early 90s cartoon. It was a little dark. It was, I don't remember if it was a Saturday morning. I think it was a Saturday morning cartoon. But it was pretty good. It was a real, pretty interesting premise. I think it was one of those that it never finished its run because it only had 1 or 2 seasons, so it never finished the story it was trying to tell. This is the Wraith Pirate. This is this is the good guy ship. This thing, the box, out of 10, the box is a 5 or so. I mean, it's got all the sides and it's open. But this thing has parts still on the trees. And it looks like it's got most of them. So this one's interesting. Comps on what I think a sealed box were $200 to $300 if I was reading it right. So I think I'm looking at $100 to $200, and I actually may try a Facebook Marketplace group first. There's a couple of groups I'm on. I think this may have a little bit of demand. They're collector groups, and they're willing to pay a decent price for stuff. That's the great thing about some Facebook niche groups is usually they're serious collectors and they're not necessarily cheapskates. So and something like this is a rare enough item, and they'll know the price on eBay, and so they know when you're dealing on Facebook groups. Typically, you want to keep your price under. And it's still profitable. If you keep your price 25% under what the eBay solds are, that's about, or a little bit less, and you can still come out making about the same amount of profit doing Facebook, doing something like PayPal, and that way. And cash price, if you can sell something locally, I've had sometimes where now the higher the value something is, I think the cash price needs to be as a percentage higher. But there's stuff I've got sitting around here that I'll take if they're like $15, $20 on eBay. I'll take $5 to $10 on some of that stuff because it still come out almost about the same if I just took cash and not have to deal with aggravation. So that's that deal there. So I'm kind of excited about those two things. I've had a real good run lately of finding not just like singles and doubles, but stuff that's good home run stuff that may bring in a decent amount of money. So that's encouraging there. Stuff's out there. If you go out regularly and look for it, and you know what you're looking for, and you take some chances and you look stuff up, it's worth trying out. So. That's everything I got out this morning. I got some work to do. I gotta get some stuff packed. I gotta get some stuff listed, and I gotta get out of here. And I got some writing on a writing project I gotta work on too. I gotta finish that up today. So that's my hope. Hopefully, I'll be out here by lunchtime. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about some of the stuff I got. What your opinions are. And if you're interested in anything, if I need to look out for anything for you, we'll work something out. Have a good day. Be good.